for hosting this, as well as Christopher. Sorry, Chris is here or is not here?
He left.
He left? I take back my thanks for Christopher. I was scared to become a director. I was scared to become a filmmaker because I'm fully aware of the presumptions around the children of famous directors. If you're the son of a famous director, most likely you have no talent, you're a spoiled brat, and often you have an alcohol or drug problem. And I thought, why submit myself to this presumption? Why enter a profession where on, the best level I would just live simply in my father's shadow, and in the worst situation I would fail on a very public level. And that's why I went pre-med. I thought, I'll be a doctor. No one questions why you become a doctor. No one says, really, a doctor? That's all you can do? And I went off to college, and I was I was pre-med, and I was doing awful. And I'm a smart enough guy, I did well in high school and things like that, but I just had no passion for medicine. I would have made a very bad doctor. And my father came to visit me, and he said, what are you doing? And I said, I'm scared. And I explained to him why I was scared. And he said, well, being scared isn't really a reason to do anything. And he told me a great story from when he was a kid. When he was my age, when he was 17, he had grown up in Toronto, but in Montreal he had discovered submarine sandwiches. And I guess they were really successful in Montreal. And he came back to Toronto and he went to my grandfather and said, Dad, you got to give me the money to open up a submarine sandwich shop. If you give me the money, we'll open it up. They got lines going around the block. We'll make a fortune. And my grandfather said, you know, Ivan, I'm sure these sandwiches are very good. And if I gave you the money to open up a sandwich shop, we could do very well for ourselves. And your mother and I would be very proud of you, but there's simply not enough magic in it for you. You need to find something with magic. And this was a huge thing. This is coming, my grandfather was a Holocaust survivor who came to Canada basically as a refugee, and he worked managing a dry cleaner and a car wash, and then he had it within him to tell my father, find something with magic in it. And that's, I think, what drove you to become a filmmaker. And my father told me this story, and he said, Jason, you know, there's no more noble professions in the world than being a doctor. If you became a doctor, your mother and I, we'd be over the moon. We'd be so proud of you. But I don't think there's enough magic in it for you. I think you're a storyteller, and you get to follow your heart. And in that moment, he became the first Jewish father to tell his son, "Don't be a doctor, be a filmmaker." Thank you. Thank you for telling me to do that. I don't know where I'd be today if you hadn't stopped me and set me straight and give me the confidence to follow my heart. And that's what I've continued to do. I try to make movies that are in my heart, and now I've had the good fortune to work with really great people like yourself and Anna Kendrick, who is a spectacular young actress whose role I'll end with this. People ask me the same question all the time. What's it like to work with your dad? Presuming that, you know, it's a very tricky line because there's moments where you're talking father-son and there's moments where you talk director-producer. And you talk to your father differently than you sometimes would talk to your producer. But the truth is, at the end of the day, in a producer, you need someone that you trust. And there's not a human being that I trust more than I trust my father. Dad, you are my hero. You are my role model. And I don't think there is a frame in this film that I love more than the one that says produced by Ivan Reitman and Jason Reitman. So, thank you very much.